Hello everyone, my name is Amata Shetty. In this video, I will be talking about artisanal and small-scale gold mining in Madre de Dios, Peru. The objective of this presentation is to describe the health and environmental effects of illegal gold mining in Madre de Dios region. The topics I will be broadly covering are ASGM or artisanal and small-scale gold mining, ecological effects of the process, health effects of the process, and the associated rise in crime. First, a little about the region of interest. Madre de Dios lies in the southeastern part of Peru in the Amazon basin. The Colorado and Inambari rivers drain the largest areas of active mining. Peru is the largest gold producer in Latin America and the sixth largest gold producer in the world. The steep increase in gold rates in the past couple of decades have promoted a surge in illegal mining activities. The indigenous techniques used in the process have posed several environmental and health risks. What is ASGM? The Minamata Convention on Mercury defines ASGM as gold mining conducted by individuals or small enterprises with limited capital investment and production. Let's take a closer look at the process. In forests, miners cut down trees and burn the area in order to access the soil underneath. The miners then spray powerful jets of water onto earth walls using hydraulic pumps, which loosens up the soil. The soil is then removed and placed on sieves and mats, which capture the fine sediment and gold. Gold mining also occurs on rivers, where on small floats, miners use suction devices to obtain sediment from the riverbed. The miners then use series of strainers to separate the gold specks. Elemental mercury is added to large quantities of sediment and soils they have obtained. Mercury forms a strong bond or amalgam with gold, which is useful in separating it from the sediments and solids. The gold mercury amalgam is then burned to separate the metal. Once the process is complete and gold has been collected, the mercury water is often dumped back into the river. Up to 60% of mercury used in ASGM is released directly into the environment. This can accumulate on site in the sediment, in the atmosphere, and in rivers downstream. From the pie chart, we can see that ASGM accounts for more than a third of the source of mercury worldwide. What are the ecological effects of the process? These are the aerial images of Madre de Dios region showing deforestation in recent years, which is highlighted in red. This is a short clip showing how it appears in real time. The brown regions that we see are the areas of deforestation. This has been increasing over the years. In the past 2 decades, there has been a loss of 208 kilohectares of primary forest. This accounts for 76% of tree cover loss in the region. Overall, there has been a 3.3% decrease in tree cover loss in the Madre de Dios region during this period. Destruction of rainforests disrupts the biodiversity of the Amazon. Mining on small floats disrupts the river flows and destroys the habitats that are on the riverbeds. The mercury that gets into the rivers permeates the marine life and moves up along the food chain. Studies have shown an increase in mercury level in fish from regions surrounding the ASGM sites, and even several kilometers downstream. The levels are noted to be more pronounced in carnivorous fish. This shows that even communities located hundreds of kilometers downstream of the ASGM activity, including children and indigenous population who may not be involved in mining, are at risk of dietary mercury exposure. Let's look at the health effects of the process. Anaerobic organisms, microorganisms in the river sediments, methylate mercury to a highly neurotoxic form, which biomagnifies in the aquatic food webs. Fish being an integral part of coastal diet, excess methyl mercury intake through fish consumption can decrease cognitive kidney function. Risk is especially high for children and women of childbearing age. Methyl mercury is capable of crossing the placental barrier and affect fetuses in pregnant women. Miners involved in amalgam burning are exposed to extremely high levels of elemental mercury. and have a higher incidence of neurological disorders and kidney dysfunction, which is a common side effect of mercury inhalation. Lastly, an important aspect to note is the parallel increase in related crime in these regions. The victims of illegal gold mining especially include women and children who are subjected to forced labor and sex trafficking in mining camps. There is also an increase in criminal activities such as money laundering and drug smuggling in these poorly regulated areas. To summarize, increased demand for gold has led to indiscriminate rise in illegal gold mining, and processes used by the ASGM process has led to deforestation and related ecological effects. Poisoning by mercury has affected the health of indigenous communities that are either involved in mining or living downstream along the rivers that are contaminated by mercury. As collateral damage, there is an increase in other criminal activities noted in these regions. Thank you.